We are down here in Wilson's Prom this weekend. We're just doing an overnight hike from Tidal River through Oberon Bay to Little Waterloo Bay. 16.5 k's one way, and we're coming back the same way that we went in, just an out and back. So 33 k's all up, 2 days, 1 night. We actually had a different hike planned for this weekend, but being late April in Victoria, weather changed those plans. We wanted to do an alpine hike, and it was going to be, I think, -7 it was going to get to overnight, and a good chance of snow. So we decided to give that one a skip and come down here to the Prom instead, where it's chilly, windy, but not too bad. So see you on the way. Like, so this is where we started here, and we've gone around the point and just made it into the Oberon Bay campsite. So we've done 7.6 k's so far, and we're just having a bit of a giggle because it's taken us 2 hours to get 8 k's here, which is how far we hiked to the top of Mount Bogong last week, except that took us 6.5 hours.
Oh, and avocado.
Rookie mistake. I thought I was being so smart by putting the tomato like right in the middle and sandwiching it all in there. Yeah. We just stopped and had a quick lunch break at Oberon Bay campground, and now we're continuing on to Little Waterloo campground, which is where we'll be staying for the night. We've been walking along the coast so far this morning, so it's been a really nice, pretty walk, but now we're cutting across the tip for the next 8 k's or so, so it won't be that scenic in here. You can see it's just all covered in, but it's kind of nice because we get a break from the wind that we were coughing, especially the last section getting into Oberon Bay. There's southwesterlies blowing 50 k's and gusts of 70, and we were hopping it on the beach, but nice and protected in here, so starting to warm up a little bit. But yeah, there's not much to look at here, so probably see you once we get to the other side. So we're just in at our campsite here now. We found a nice little spot over by the water source. I think it took us just under 2.5 hours to do that last leg and 2 hours to do the first leg. So if you wanted to do an out and back just as a day trip, it would be totally achievable. But we've got a nice little camp here and the water is literally just over that hill there. So we're going to go for a walk to the beach now. How gorgeous is this? You've got the inlet here, stained with the tannins from the tea tree, and then these huge rocks with all the orange markings on them, and the water is just the most amazing blue colour, and the sand is so white. Oh, I want to go swimming, but it's so cold. Quick camp tour before we head back down to the beach and eat dinner. These are the toilets up there. There's 2 of them, and out of the 2 only one is unlocked and it doesn't have any toilet paper. Even though every campsite is booked tonight, there's still plenty of room around camp due to the fact that people who are camping together are staying on the one site together. This is the water source coming out of the creek there, plenty of fresh water, and even though it's pretty heavily stained from the tannins, it didn't have a funky taste. So we came all the way over to Little Waterloo Bay last night, and that's where we camped last night, and we'll be going back along here up to Tidal River where the car's parked. But if you don't want to do an out and back, another option is you can go to Telegraph Junction and up to Telegraph Saddle, and then from there there's a shuttle back to Tidal River. But this route's a lot more scenic, so it's a nicer way to go back. We've just packed up and we're heading out of camp now. I think it's like 8 o'clock on the dot. We got up just before sunrise and went down and had our coffees on the beach, but we haven't had any brekkie yet, so we'll stop in an hour, 2 hours or so, cook up some brekkie. But yeah, like I said, we're just walking back the same way that we came today, so we know we've got a nice easy walk ahead of us and some pretty views. This is actually the first time I've ever been to Wilson's Prom, somehow. The whole time I've been living and camping and hiking in Victoria, never been to the Prom before. I've spent a lot of time around here in areas like Waterloo Bay, but honestly I think it's because you have to pre-book the campsite so far in advance because they book out. I'm more of a where are we going this weekend kind of camper than we'll go camping here in 3 months kind of camper. But now that I've seen how beautiful it is, I'll absolutely be back. Just made it all the way back, almost to the start, to this Norman Point. So we're just going to have a walk down and check it out. to go back to the car. That was a really enjoyable overnight hike. I definitely would recommend this one, especially for people who are just starting out hiking. It was nice and flat and pretty easy walking altogether. I think there was only like 400 metres of elevation each way, and nice and close to Melbourne, nice beautiful scenery, campsites had more than enough. You could even, like I said before, easily do this as a day hike as well, out to Little Waterloo and back, or even just a little Oberon and back, have some lunch and head back. It's heading into winter now here in Victoria, so we might be a little bit quiet on the hiking vlogs. I do have one pretty cool hiking vlog planned for over winter, but there's not many cool hikes that you can do in winter here that aren't in the Alpines, and we don't really have the gear at the moment to be able to be doing alpine hiking, so see you again in the springtime most likely. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching along in this video. It would mean the absolute world to me if you could like it and head to my page and subscribe to my channel. See you on the next one.